What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Speak Out Loud, the story behind the brand. I'm your host, Lynette Jackson, and I'm excited, man. I don't know about you guys, but the weather's been freaking cold here in Atlanta. This is not the Georgia I signed up for, okay? I'm waking up to 29-degree weather and the wind chill. This is not for me. But you know what? I'm just glad to see January, and I'm glad to be alive, and I'm glad to be here. And I am glad to be here with another episode with you. This is season 3. Can you believe it? Season 3. We've been doing this now for 3 seasons, and this is episode number 3. Now, I just want to ask y'all one question. Have y'all caught some of the information from last week's show with Antoine Mills? Oh my God. If you haven't, go out to my website, roarmediagroup.com. The full episode is out there, as well as on YouTube, on Roar Media Group on YouTube. You can go out there and catch the full episode of Mr. Antoine Mills. Boy, he was dropping some gems last week on us. And I'm telling you, we have a really good treat for you coming up next week. But my guest and I today are going to tell you all about all the goodness. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get ready to speak out loud. Let's go. You're watching Speak Out Loud, the story behind the brand.
About that. See how modest she is, y'all? But let's go. So roasted crickets, I'm like, not eating that.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Every day showing up, even when you don't feel like it.
And now your host, Lynette Jackson. That's right. I am your host. And for all those that know me, what's up? Good to see you. Glad that you are speaking out loud with me. But for anyone out there that's watching on Instagram, because we got Instagram now. Go figure, right? LinkedIn, Twitter, or X. My name's Lynette Jackson, and I'm the owner of Roar Media Group. And Roar is a digital marketing company that helps its clients speak out loud. And I want to show you a little bit of information about Roar Media Group. Roar Media Group is a full-service digital marketing, branding, and web development agency. Our mission is to help our clients speak out loud in the marketplace and grow their businesses by leveraging the power of digital media. We specialize in creating customized strategies that are tailored to meet each customer's unique needs and objectives. At Roar Media Group, we utilize cutting-edge technologies and proven strategies to create innovative digital marketing, branding, and web development solutions. Our team of experts is dedicated to helping our customers reach their goals by providing strategic advice and support. Contact us today at roarmediagroup.com and schedule your free consultation. That's right. A free consultation. Who does free anymore? I do. So go out and schedule your free consultation. So listen, you guys know I wrote a book. If you don't, sitting at the bottom there, but it's called Unfelt, Lost in the Pews at Church. Go check it out. But did you know that I am a 2-time author? And look, there it is. So go out to Amazon and support your girl. You love her, go support her, go get the books out there. Both really, really good books. And then the last thing I want to share with you is I have to play this information because they are the title sponsor for the Speak Out Loud podcast. And you're going to learn a lot more about this organization because our guest today is the founder of Just One Woman Circle. Watch this. Empowerment redefined, where each step you take leads to new possibilities. Welcome to Just One Woman Circle, a community that encourages you to embrace your journey fearlessly, unlocking your true potential along the way. Here you'll find a place to thrive, a sanctuary where dreams are celebrated and your voice is heard. Unleash your potential, for there are no limits to what you can achieve. Be a part of something special as you join a sisterhood that stands strong, united in strength, and empowered by one. Your journey starts now. Embrace transformation, growth, and the triumph that awaits you at the new Just One Woman Circle website. Sign up and join the movement. That's right. Sign up and join the movement. And so without further ado, listen, I just want to introduce our guest today. She is somebody that I'm going to just say it. I have fallen in love with. Like, I have really, really fallen in love with her from the moment we met. It was like love at first sight. And you got that soulmate. You have that sis that is like, me and you, we're going to be besties. And that has only happened to me a few times. And I still have those friends where it's like, okay, you and me, yeah. You is with me and I'm is with you. We is besties now. So that's it. So ladies and gentlemen, Speak Out Loud audience, I want to introduce to some and present to others my friend, my best friend, because she is a best friend of mine, and my co-laborer in this great work, Ms Joyce Sampson-Franklin. What's up, sissy? I'm going to call you sissy.
That's right, exactly, sissy. That's exactly what we are from the moment that we met on Zoom,
right?
On a Zoom call. It was love at first sight.
It was.
Person, so it was even greater, and things have been just awesome. And we talk all the time, and
that's right.
Who knows?
It's good. It's so funny because we can talk. We'll talk business, but then we just talk life. You'll call me at night and I'll be in the bed. You'll be at work and I'll be like talking and we'll be talking and then we'll laugh. And then we send each other text messages. And I mean, it's a vibe. It's a whole vibe. We have a beautiful working relationship with each other. So Joyce, let's talk about you, because before we talk about the organization, just like I fell in love with you, I want everybody else to fall in love with you, because your heart, it's like something that I saw when I first started talking to you. It's just so big, and you have such a passion for life and to see women do well. So first of all, I'm going to ask you what I ask all of my guests, is what I call the 4 clarity questions. And that is, Joyce, who are you? What do you do? Why do you do it? And who do you do it for? And we can take it step by step. No biggie. Let's go.
Well, I'm going to say, first question, who am I? I'm just a small town girl that's simple, plain, but have a person with a big heart. Have a family of 5, so my mom, my dad, and then I have a brother and a sister, but I am the baby of the bunch. So some people want to say I'm spoiled, but some people say I want to be bossy too. But, growing up, I was really, really shy. People thought I was kind of standoffish because I just didn't really come out and talk. I just was kind of, I'm reserved. And then I got to playing basketball. Because my brother and sister play basketball, they insisted that I had to play basketball. When I wanted to be a cheerleader, I wanted to be on the sidelines, yay, go. And they said, of course you can't do that. You have to play basketball. So I tried out, of course, made the team. It's natural talent. My mother played when she was in high school, and she always says she's the best one in the family. I always say I'm the best one in my family. So that began the journey, right, of basketball, trying to get a little bit more mean and tougher on the basketball court, but still being that shy girl off the court and in the classroom. And then I got an opportunity to go to Radford University to play basketball in college. I was that good enough to be awarded a scholarship. So I thought, well, I'm going to use that to my advantage. Basically, I'm going to get my free scholarship and then free education with the scholarship. I decided that in school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I didn't declare my major until the second year when they said, you have to decide something. So political science were classes that I absolutely loved. And I was, what are you going to do with that? I have no idea. Maybe probation officer. And that of course, didn't happen. But, through that journey of playing basketball, I opened up a little bit. I had teammates that really were supportive. We were really good, by the way. We had Big South Conference championships for several years in a row. So I had a really awesome, fantastic basketball coach. Actually, my freshman year, I didn't play a lot. So I kind of called my mom and I'm like, I'm not staying here. I don't want to play basketball anymore. I don't like this game. I came to get my education, but I did not come here and just sit on the bench. And of course, some people may know that my brother is Ralph Sampson.
Yeah, I was going to say, talk about your family. You do have a famous brother. So who is that?
Shadow of him and, his great career that he had at UVA and then going to the NBA. I just was playing in that shadow at Radford, it seemed like. So my freshman year, I didn't play a lot. And I had people screaming and yelling, put Ralph Sampson's sister in the basketball game. I'm like, no, what am I supposed to do? And so I would call home and tell my mom that, I don't want to come back. I don't want to play basketball anymore. And then it just gradually got better. I kept on because we're a family that kind of like is really driven. So once you start something, you don't stop it until you finish.
Okay.
And so I kept thinking, I'll just continue this freshman year and see where the second year leads me. And we got a different basketball coach.
Okay.
Her name was Charlene Curtis, and she was phenomenal. Just came in, and she was young in her career. And of course, we didn't know it. She just came in and naturally just led us to this journey of really talking about more of your education. So every week we had to go down and, have classroom discussions with her, where we at in our academics, because her main goal was to have everybody, 100% of her players graduate. So that was the number one focus, right? Basketball was second, but we played hard and we practiced hard. And just became kind of still shy, but I kind of opened up a little bit more going through that journey and had, again, I said, really great teammates that I stay in touch with today. In fact, we go back to Radford once a year for basketball alumni weekend. So I'll be back there in a couple weeks. And so then, I leave Radford. And I have this political science degree, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do with this? I have absolutely no idea. I love fashion. So I ended up at TJ Maxx and stayed there for 17 years, which was a great company to work for, a great opportunity. But I still needed to feel like I needed more. What was I doing? It kind of really opened me up, because being in customer service, now I talk, and sometimes I feel like I don't want to shut up. Before being shy, but now I'm like, I talk and talk. And so, in fact, my dad used to tell me, don't talk to everybody. When you go out of town, don't talk to everybody, because you never know, what you're going to run into. So I always keep that in my mind too. But, just now, how am I going to use, still my degree and figure out what I'm going to do in customer service and a manager at TJ Maxx? Well, again, I said 17 and a half years. I worked at Marshall's, but still was something missing. Got an opportunity having, just really go into like Frito-Lay after that. I'm in fashion. I'm talking about cotton and silk and how to put outfits together. And then Frito-Lay calls me and says, we want to hire you. And I'm like, I don't know anything about like making chips and here and why. Oh my goodness. So, that was a great opportunity. It makes me understand how things were made. And when I look at a bag of chips now, I'm going like, okay, is it the taste, the flavor, and is it too much oil in there? So it really has taken my taste buds to another level.
Okay.
And it was a great company. I love PepsiCo, love what they stand for, love what they're about, but I still felt like it was something missing. So on this journey, I ended up going to J. Crew for a short period of time, and had some little cousins, and they were saying, hey, we want to be doctors. We want to be brain surgeons. And I'm like, how am I going to help these girls understand how to get there? Like, you can be whatever you want to be. And I just didn't want nobody else to feel like I felt like through this journey of staying and kind of feeling like I was stuck in my career.
Mm-hmm.
And, great family, great childhood. But now my career, I felt like I was stuck. And I didn't want them to feel that way.
Right.
So I felt like now is a time to really start working in the community and really trying to figure out a way to get back. So one day it just happened where I was talking to my dad and watching TV, and Michelle Obama and Kamala Harris was on. They were at President Biden's inauguration, and I saw them just unspoken support from one woman. And it just triggered in me and said, let's have an event with all women here in the community, and let's talk about how we can support and uplift and motivate women. And that happened where we had over 100 women show up, and I was kind of like taken back and it's really great outcome.
Mm-hmm.
Started like knocking on the door and saying, we want to join. How do we join? What do we do? And I had absolutely no idea what we were doing. But, I just knew it was a great event. And I knew that at that point, women needed more of that, right? And so they were like, oh, you're going to have one next year, have one next month, have something every month. I'm like, you don't understand like the pressure and the stress of having to put together everything. Because one thing about me is, I'm like a perfectionist. I want everything to be right and in order, and it gets to you sometimes because, everything has to be perfect. And in this journey, I know that being perfect is, okay, but sometimes things happen. You kind of go with the flow. And it works out all the time. Just seems like it just works out. And so at that point, Tanya and Val came in and they started helping a lot and understanding. I asked them, hey, I need some help in this journey. So they were like, sure. Tanya is an educator and Val's into a hair salon. So they were all eager to come in and help. And then we say, what are we going to do next year? So we had a silent auction downtown Harrisonburg that year. And that was absolutely amazing because we were able to get some great items for that event. And we raised some money because now to another level, we want to create scholarships. We want to give back to young women who want to be these brain surgeons, who is looking for a mentor, very eager, has maybe no direction of where they want to go, but maybe, I want to understand what a hairstylist does. I want to understand maybe what a teacher does or what a doctor does or a lawyer does. And so now we have all these women in a circle that can really reach back and, mentor these young and help them navigate and understand and answer questions so they can figure out what they want to do before they get into maybe high school and then college and figure out what they want to major in. Because I had an aunt that said, what are you going to do with political science? I have no idea. But, I thought, again, a probation officer. That's what I thought I was going to be. But I'm kind of kind-hearted. So I felt like maybe walk all over me. Just being shy at that point, too. I was like, no, this is not.
Yes. So I really want to kind of go back because you said so much here. And I was just taking some notes. And I want to ask you a little bit about your basketball. Because I'm going to pull that right into where you are currently now. First of all, how many points did you average a game?
I'm going to say like 15 points and probably 15 rebounds. Yeah. And
15 and 15, huh?
I had the block shot record. So
girl got game.
I think
girl has some game there, huh?
My block shot record just got set maybe a couple of years ago. Somebody broke the record.
Somebody broke your record? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's amazing. So around 15, that's good though. So that means you had a little game. So let me ask you this. Have you guys ever had a 4-on-4 with mom, but definitely a 3-on-3 with you? Your sister's name is Val, Val Sampson. And so when you mentioned her, but have you guys ever had a you know what? I have somebody is just really pinging my phone here. But if you, I mean, this happens, right? But have you ever you guys had a 3-on-3 game, a scrap game to see who's the best? I mean, there's Val, there's you, and then of course, there's Ralph. And did he give y'all any breaks? But him being like 7'4"?
No, we didn't have any games with ourselves, but we always would try to figure out why he always got a bye or a pass on having to do chores. It was always, oh, he's at the basketball court, right? He's up at Sims. Lucy F. Sims is the school here, so he's all up at the basketball court, and he's playing basketball. So he doesn't get it home in time to, like, maybe just eat and go to bed. So he, the dishes. So my mom and dad had to end up putting. I remember it so clear now. They put a list, daily list of whose turn was to do the dishes.
Mm-hmm.
So we would sit there when it was his turn and go, well, it's not my turn. You just get a bye this week because he's playing basketball. But I can never remember us actually playing one-on-one. I think my mom used to teach him how to do the hook shot because that was her favorite.
Come on.
Shot back in the day. And so I think
your mom had a sky hook, huh?
My mom was good. She did some newspapers to support her talking about how good she was. So there are some articles.
So mom got game, and she taught.
She played when it was you couldn't cross the half court.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And so I've met your mom, and she's just the sweetest thing. But now when I look at her, I'm gonna ask her to show me the hook. Hey, mama, can you show me the hook shot that I hear that you were super famous for? So let me ask you this. Give me one lesson that you can think of from basketball that you could put into where you are now with the Just One Woman Circle.
I'm gonna say just the drive. The lessons that I've learned is that just be who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing and the biggest lesson is your integrity,
mm-hmm.
your heart. Do what you say you're going to do.
Oh, that's good.
Give it your all.
Okay.
Don't leave anything left. So there was a moment in basketball that we were playing North Carolina. So here comes little bitty Radford University, trying to play North Carolina. Never had played them in the history of Radford. So our coach really prepared. So I'm going to say always be prepared.
Okay.
For what it is that may come your way. So she actually prepared us for this game. And she, of course, made us come out in these kilts because Radford is a Highlander. So we don't but we had to come. We were like so embarrassed. Like, please don't make us do this.
Wait, you wore kilts?
We wore kilts. It was
that like your warm up or your warm up outfit? Your uniform?
We had the kilts. We had to come out in, and we took those off, right? But she just thought it was a great idea. But come out in a Highlander and the kilts, and so we did that. We were so embarrassed, but we begged.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Begged her not to let us do that, and but needless to say, we ended up winning the game, right? So
okay,
I think everything I shot went in, but
okay, come on, bring it, girl.
That's what but
I mean, 15 and 15, like
I was shooting, and my brother, he was like, I gave him the tape because I was like, you have to see this game of me. Like I was shooting like 3-pointers, and that was not my range, right? But I was like, we're gonna win this game no matter what. So I'm gonna go back to that whole season, and Radford and being prepared, and my mom and dad taught me how to be prepared and gave me the skills. But I always say my college coach, she took it to another level.
Okay.
So, the lessons learned in all of this is be prepared. And I know it's a lot I'm saying, but like I think for the most part is, again, treat people how you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
We're a family that always is giving back.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
You know, we have little cousins that want to come over here all the time. In fact, we had one that came over today, and are like, don't call us, we'll call you. She's 8 years old, and she just, all up under us all the time. So, it's just being that role model for young girls.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like it's all driven and in my spirit.
Okay. Okay. So, you mentioned something about your coach. So you said your parents have taught you always to be prepared, but your coach helped you take it to another level. And so I think that is so awesome. And it kind of even prepared you for what you're doing now with Just One Woman Circle, because we have influencers and we have women and we have folks and other folks in our lives and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at what Just One Woman Circle does is it just takes us to the next level,
Mm-hmm.
because some of the things that we do in our normal life, we get stretched in Just One Woman Circle. We get to learn and just to love and to work with other women. And that's something that's not, women don't seem to work well with each other, it seems. But in Just One Woman Circle, like it's a genuine love fest. But I think it comes genuinely from your heart, as the founder, because you set the pace, you set the tone we started the group just started growing on Facebook just because they just started to see and hear your heart and feel your energy and feel who you are as a person. And then they just started to join. But I feel that genuinely, the women in the group just, they're always so encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
So they're always helping us as women push to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I really enjoy so much about Just One Woman Circle and being involved,
Right.
is that we genuinely love each other and we genuinely help each other push to the next level of what it is that we're trying to do. We're always encouraging each other to do that. And so I think that that's really good. So your coach was not just only a coach, but also a mentor for you as a young college woman in college doing this. And so here we are going full Just One Circle, right? Like, let's just bring it back to full one circle that, Just One Woman is that now what you set out to do is to help mentor and help other young ladies step their game up to the next level. So I see that. Talk a little bit about stepping your game up to the next level with the young ladies.
Well, I think what we did was, again, I had those two cousins and they really instilled in the conversation with me, but taking it in a step further with the high school students, and mentoring those ladies and going to the schools and talking to the students and asking them what their goals and what their aspirations are.
Good.
What do you want to be? What do you want to do? And just picking and choosing. It's sometimes it's difficult to choose which person we're going to get a scholarship to, because we want to be able to give it to everyone,
to everybody, right?
And sometimes, and I believe, I truly know that we will get there, with giving a whole scholarship out to young ladies. But I think, in fact, I had Maya, who we gave a scholarship to last year. She sent me a text message.
Okay.
I asked her how she was doing. So we really want to just not take it to where, we just given a scholarship. So we want to stay in touch with these girls.
Correct.
And see how their journey is throughout the school, like their 4 years. We want to make sure, like, is there a way we can hold their hand? Is there something that we can talk to them that they may not want to talk to anybody else
Correct.
about? How do we, now stay connected to them and let them know that Just One Woman Circle is a safe place for them to come if they get into any type of situations. What is it that we can do for them? Not just to give scholarships. We're here to mentor and support them as well.
And that they have a variety of women that are in the group that can offer help, aid, and assistance in terms of mentorship, or just, we have women that are business owners that are in the group. I mean, we have a variety. We have doctors and lawyers. We have a variety of women. And so the whole objective is to be able to say, hey, you know what? You can use the women in the group to help you if you're running into a challenge, or you need some inspiration, or you need some motivation for something. And that's what I really love about it. So let's talk a little bit about Just One Woman Circle. Okay, we give out scholarships, but listen, we like to have fun too, right?
We do.
We really like to have
We
fun.
do. And so, you know, again, and so in this journey, we have the second, you know, annual event. And now it's time to say, oh, we're going to have the third one. Oh,
I know.
a lot of work, but we have to keep going. And so then the connection became between you and me. And now it just has blossomed and grown to a place where I can never even imagine, because again, people have been put in place to make this happen. So it's not just about me, it's about the people that have helped me along the way. So I don't want to let that be unnoticed about, you know, connecting with you. Like we said in the beginning, it was love at first sight. And here we are, just, hey, sissy, how you doing?
No.
You know, what's happening. So Just One Women's Circle now with Val and Tanya, myself and you, we've taken this to a whole nother level. The website is absolutely beautiful. And thanks to you and all of your hard work in doing that. And more importantly, it's given us an avenue to understand where people are coming from, right? Like on our website, like we're getting excited. Like there's somebody that's from Ireland that's been on the website. There's somebody from California that's been on the website, from Minnesota, from Florida, from New York, and we're getting excited that it's
China.
Right. And it's spreading. And we're like, why are these people finding us, right? So I wanted to make sure that I you know, always thank you for coming into the group and giving us everything that you've given us during this moment, right? And now that we've connected, we've have so many more dreams. Like you have opened up my eyes to go, we can do this, we can do that. And I'm like, what I wanted this. Like we all know that I'm not, I told you I was shy, and sometimes I get back into that, but no, here I am. So the next thing for Just One is, oh, wow, you know, on the website, we have merchandise now. In fact, we have this lip gloss that I'm wearing.
Yay, girl.
So if you like the lip gloss, it's kind of a natural lip gloss. It lasts for a long time. So go to the website, get your lip gloss. You can get T-shirts. You can get the cups and mugs. The cups and mugs are handmade. And
that's right. Talk about them. You make the mugs. So that's love.
Hand make these cups and you hand make the mugs. What we put on them is handmade. And that kind of started the ball rolling, right? So people started to see them and they're like, we want one. And so this is how we started generating the money for the scholarships, for the sales of the
Talk about the messages on the mugs, because I thought that was really fascinating.
We started the women on the mug, and then we were like, well, this one, you know, we need to name them, right? So me and Val and Tanya were looking at it, we're like, well, what does Just One mean to us, right? And so now we have one that has love, one that has peace, one that has growth, one that has inspire. And it just, you know, that's exactly what Just One is about, right?
Yes.
We want people to grow. You know, in fact, we were talking about the 360 movement, right? So what do you need in your 360 to make you know that you're growing, right? Like what part of your 360 is it leveled out, or is it like this? How is your 360 going? Because it needs to be straight and needs to be full in every capacity, right? So, you know, we're talking to Antoine, and, you know, like working out, right? So that was one of my things I need to get back in track. So, but what does all that mean for Just One is about? Are you growing? Are you loving your sister? Are you supporting your sister? Are you inspiring her, to uplift her, to motivate? So that's where the words came to play on the back of the mugs. And then again, people started to want them, and they started to call and say, we want one, we want to support. And we were able to give $500 for our first scholarship.
That's amazing.
To Haley Madden, who actually she's in UNC, and I think this is her second year, right? So we were able to support her with that and show her how proud we were of her. But we did all that with selling these cups and mugs.
Amazing.
One at a time. So
one at a time. So you can see just what happens with an idea. And I always I tell you this a lot, and I really mean this, and I'm going to say this to everybody that's listening now. Sometimes you might think that an idea is like, well, nobody care about it, or nobody cares to know about what this, or that's just an idea that I, have, yeah. But you came up with this idea and decided, even with the cups and the mugs, to keep going. And look, now last year we gave out 2 scholarships. And so when you think about it, on the other side of your yes, and I say this to you all the time, is someone else's deliverance, or someone else can benefit on the other, because you said yes to say, I'm going to go ahead and create the mug. I'm going to go ahead and create the organization. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create the, the t-shirt, and I'm going to go ahead and just push forward with this, even in the face of sometimes, it may feel like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Right. I don't know why I'm doing. But I feel like God always brings people into place to make sure that we have, today it seems like everybody wants to text me. And so I want to make sure my phone is turned off. Okay, there we go. So it just, a lot of times we don't know what we're doing, but God always brings people in place. And I'm a believer of that. You're definitely a believer of that. We're both women of faith. Let's just clear that up. We are definitely women of faith. We have worshiped together with each other at church. And so it's, I think that, when you feel like you need the next movement or the next step, God will always bring that person in. And so I had met your brother, Ralph, through another friend of mine that I went to high school with, and I produced their podcast, Gene Banks. And so Gene had Ralph on the podcast, and that's how I met your brother. And so when he got to know about my business, Roar Media Group, and the things that I do, he texted me one day and said, my sister has this great organization. And I was like, child, I'm already a member. Because I had saw it and I was like, this sounds good. Like, let me connect with this. I like a good sisterhood.
I always say I was the best basketball player in the family, so I don't know
what is the problem. And so, he was like, oh, I just want to tell you. So when he told you about me, you were like, I think she already a member. Yeah. Like, she's already connected. And so he approached me about building a website for Just One. And then, I always laugh and say that it was probably one of the easiest. I work with clients all the time, and there's no client that has been as easy as to work with than you. And that's simply because you articulated the vision of Just One so beautifully. I had been a part of the organization, the Facebook group, which right now is over 1.5 thousand women in, 1.5 thousand women in the group now, which is amazing. But I was already a member, so I could understand the vision and the culture of the group. And so when I talked with you to find out about what you wanted to see happen, it was super easy. Like, it was the fastest, easiest website I ever created, because I was like, I'm not only a hair club president, but I'm a user. So I was like, I'm a woman. I understand women's needs. And it was awesome to be able to design a site for us, by us, to be able to connect with us. And so it was just so super to be able to do this and to be a part of all the things that we were doing. And then to be able to help you plan the meet and greet that we had in August, which was so amazing. And so here's the funny thing. Joyce and I would talk every week on the phone. Okay, we'd have Zoom calls scheduled every Thursday, but we first saw each other in August for the first time. And it was like, there she is. She was at the airport waiting to pick me up. And I was just ready to run out of there. I was so excited to see her. And when I saw her, I was like, you're tall. But I was so excited to see her and to be connected with her and to meet Val and to meet Tanya physically for the first time. And it was really a sisterhood. It was a bonding, a sisterhood. And so all of the women that I met, even the women that are living in Charlottesville and Harrisonburg, these are my people now. Like these my sisters. Like when I came back for the masquerade ball, we just had the best time sitting down, eating breakfast with Bren and, everybody and just meeting other women and connecting with other women. And that's really what it's about. So we had this let's talk about the masquerade ball because we got to do it again. So let's talk about the masquerade ball. That was so good.
It was magical.
It really was magical.
It really was, even all the stress of like who's going to come and, finding everything and making sure everything was again perfect, but it was so worth it.
It was.
The Madison Hotel here downtown in Harrisonburg and, Oasis in downtown Art Gallery was supportive. We had Make Your Own Mask.
Yes.
So they supported with that. And then the Madison Hotel, that's where we had the event, but everyone looked beautiful. The mask.
Yes.
We gave away prizes who had the best mask, and
we had a dance off too. Remember the dance off?
DJ was phenomenal.
Yes.
I think everybody had such a great time. Everybody talked about it the next day. Again, they called and said, oh, and some people in town said, we didn't know anything about it. How did we miss it? I'm like, how you not did we talked about it for weeks and I thought about it for weeks. So, but again, it was worth it. And, we raised some more money to give more scholarships out for,
yes,
year coming up. So anytime we can do that, it is so well worth it.
Yes. And it takes money. It really does. It takes money to be able to put on an operation like that so that we got a chance at the end of the year to just kind of let our hair down and have a good time, all for a good cause, which was raising money for young ladies to be able to give a scholarship for 2024, but to be able to raise money. And so we know that it takes money to put these events on. Okay. And so we have, this is our membership drive right now that we're having. And we have a membership drive that's going on that's out on our website now. You can go to justonewomancircle.com. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the website up so that you guys can see it, justonewomancircle.com. But we want you to support us because you can see all the things that we are doing for 2024 and that we are trying to create more money to be able to send more young ladies to college and even to give more money. We gave out a lot more than we did the year before. And this year we want to continue to build on it and just really kind of build it up so that young women can have a better opportunity for school. We don't want any young lady to feel like she can't go to school because she's short this money. And we want to be able to step in and supplement that and help her and then eventually give a full ride to someone. And that's why we need your help. And so on our website under membership, there are just two membership. Well, there's three membership levels. There is the Love membership, which is what, $20 a month? $20 a month. And then we have Growth. So you can see where we love our names, right? Mm-hmm. So there's $20 a month for Love. And then we have Growth. So if you want to share some love with a young lady, I mean, we spend more money on Starbucks coffee. I know. I mean, I can walk out of my house
Oh,
and spend $100. It's like, I ain't leaving the house today, because as soon as I leave the house, I'm gonna lose $100 because I'm going to spend it on something. And so maybe make a sacrifice to know that, hey, I'm going to cut back on what I'm doing because I'm going to support Just One Woman Circle, because I know that they're giving scholarships for young women, but we're also planning events for the year that are coming up. But then we have Growth, which is $30 a month. Okay. And so you can participate in that, and you do have the option to just knock it all out at one time. So if you want to pay for the whole year, you get a break. You get a financial break if you pay for the whole year up front for both the Love and the Growth. And then we also have an opportunity for corporate sponsors. So anybody that's out there that has a business that wants to become a corporate sponsor of Just One Woman Circle to help us send young lady to college, you can definitely go out there. It's all out there on our membership. But there are some awesome benefits to becoming a member of Just One Woman Circle. And so, you're going to get discounts on the products that she talked about. You're going to get the t-shirts. You're going to get our seminars, which we call Empower Her seminars. And we have a fantastic one coming up on this Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Now, this one is free and open to everyone. But the ones after that are for our members, because membership has its privileges. And so this Sunday, my guest that was on last week, and I've gotten so many text messages and responses from Antoine Mills from Full Circle Fitness being on the podcast last week. Antoine is going to be going into a full seminar on the total 2024 reboot, right? He's going to be talking about spirit, soul, body, mind, emotions. And I'm telling you, he was dropping some amazing nuggets. So you don't want to miss that. You can go to justonewomancircle.com and register for this event, because there's the Zoom link that's going to be out there. It is free. You do not have to be a member to be a part of that, but we want you to be a member. And then next month, tell them who's going to be here for next month. Who's going to be our speaker next month. And next month, it is all for our members. So who's going to be the speaker next month?
For February, we'll have Latrice, and she is a Edward Jones financial advisor. So it's time to get your finances right, right?
Get our money right.
Work out, like, what are your finances? So, you might have some questions out there that she might be able to answer and help you navigate along the way. It's 2024. So again, we resetting, we rebalancing.
We're resetting. Exactly.
We're going to movement, right?
Yeah.
Finances, and she will be able to help you out with that as well.
So we're going to get our bodies right this month. Get our body, spirits. We're going to get our mind right too, because we're going to get our spirit, soul, body, mind, everything. And then next month, we're going to get our money right. She's going to help us get our money right, help us get set up for the future. And then in March, I'm going to come in and teach a seminar on how to get your business right. Okay. So I'm going to be teaching on branding, that you are your brand. And that's going to be really so good, because in that, we talk about, we're all on social media, and we might say, well, I don't have a business, but that doesn't mean that you're still not representing your personal brand. And so we're going to talk about the messaging for your personal brand. Like, what do you want to say who you are out there, and you actually said, you put a post out not long ago that said, who are you? Who are you? And then you think about the fact that you may not have your own business, but if you want to start a business, I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to help you start your business, get it branded, how to make sure you're doing your social stuff and your posts and things like that, but knowing that you are your brand. So we've got a lot of stuff coming up. We're going to be doing fashion design this year. We're going to when we get our body right and get our money right, and then get our business right. Then we're going to start talking about how do we get that clothing right, because the summer's coming up. And so Antoine's going to help us get in them summer bodies, but we're going to have the money.
Oh, yes.
We're going to have the money right to spend on our wardrobe, because we're going to have a wardrobe consultant come in and talk about all the latest fashions. We're going to have Val come and talk about hair care. and the hair care industry. She's been in the business for over 30 years. And I know a lot of women that have suffered with hair loss. And we really look at our hair as our crown and glory, but there are women that have suffered with hair loss. I had a young lady on my show who suffered from alopecia really bad, and she got free from it. She shaved her head, and she was just like, "Hey, girl, I just got free from this, but but because of medication." So there's some things that we want to make sure that you as a woman are whole. We want to make sure that you have everything you need as a woman to be the best you that you can be. So yes, we're helping young women, but we are helping our women out. We want to make sure that women are empowered to be and do anything and everything that they want to be. And so we definitely ask you to go out to Just One Woman Circle and just connect with us and let us love on you a little bit, right? Yeah. So we got some other cool things that are going to be happening this year. We want to do our first conference this year. So connect with us. And then if you have ideas that you want to share, definitely do that. And if you have a business, every Saturday, tell them what happens on every Saturday, Joyce.
A Small Business Saturday. And you can come on the not the website, but the Facebook page, a private Facebook page, and you can advertise your business on that page on Saturdays. And so it gives an opportunity for everyone to see what you're doing and for us to support you as well. So it's not just about you supporting Just One. We're here to support you in your business and help you grow as well.
That's right. So, man, I can't believe we're already at almost an hour, Joyce, believe it or not. Right. It's just gone so fast. So before you leave, I just want to tell you that you have inspired me, Missy. Mm-hmm. So you told me to watch a certain Netflix show. I did.
Oh,
I watched it.
Yeah.
Eye opener.
It will make you think.
Tell everybody what you told me to watch. You were like, have you seen this? You need to. That's what we send in our text messages. Have you seen this?
Yeah, and this is what the information that we share on Just One. So someone shared it on there and said,
yes,
you need to watch. You are what you eat. And so I watched this about 4-part series, and it was such an eye opener about what I'm putting in my body, when I'm putting in my body, why am I putting in my body. So for an entire week, I haven't had any meat. I'm not saying I miss it, right?
I know.
It's a struggle, but at this particular moment, like I really want to make sure I'm watching what I eat when I eat it. So
and what you're putting in your body.
Junk food. I want to try to stay away from a lot of processed foods.
Mm-hmm.
But it was such an eye opener. If you haven't gone to watched on Netflix, please do. It is.
It's an eye opener, and I tell you, I was like, so I'm gonna tell you something really funny. This is because we're just being open, right? So I said, Joyce said, she's not eating meat now, and after she watched, it's like, Lord, what am I gonna see? So this is hilarious. So I had these chicken tenders right in my freezer, and I was like, let me get everything out the freezer and cook this stuff right and eat it. Okay, before I watch this, because I have a feeling that I might not, what am I going to do with this stuff? So I've been just cooking up the stuff, and and so I ate the last bit of the chicken tenders that I had put it over a salad. I ate it, and then I turned the TV on, and then I was like, oh my God. And I watched it. So I have not had any meat.
Mm-hmm.
I have not had any meat. I've been eating veggies. And I was telling my brother today, I was like, I need to get to the farmer's market because I'm out of veggies now. I need to go and eat some veggies. And I really want to get some mushrooms because they talked a lot about mushrooms, right? And how you can make a burger out of the mushrooms, portobello mushrooms and things like that. So and we're both back. You know, I'm in the gym. I'm working out with Antoine as a trainer. But Joyce has gone back to the gym. This is the kind of stuff that she texts me. She texts me a picture of the outside of Planet Fitness. That means that she wasn't just riding by that. She was sitting outside. Because that could be like, girl, I'm at LA Fitness.
Oh.
Have you ever seen that? There was a post that I saw. I think it was on an Instagram post where these two girls were supposed to have been being accountable to each other.
Mhm.
And so the one girl says, girl, how you doing? She said, I ain't eating no fries. The whole time she was eating fries. And like, I ain't had no iced tea. And she was drinking iced tea. Girl, she said, well, what you eating over there? She said, girl, I'm over here eating on some cheese. I'm eating on some broccoli or something. And she was literally eating a burger. So no, Joyce wasn't just sitting out there going, I'm at the gym.
Oh.
No, she took a picture outside of the gym. And so that's the accountability. That's the sisterhood.
Yeah.
And that's the whole flavor of Just One too. It's the whole sisterhood of accountability that we have for each other. But we have made a choice this year that health is our wealth, that we're going to get healthy. We're going to get some fine bodies. And it's not for anything. We have no events or anything. I do have my 45th high school reunion to go to. And you know, I went to your reunion, right?
Yeah.
When I was in town. So I do probably want to make sure I look okay, but I'm not. I did go to your high school. What year was that? You want to tell them?
83. Using myself. 83. Yeah, I've been out of school for 40 years.
So yours was 40.
Yeah.
I'm going to, in April, my 45th high school reunion. Okay. Way to go, West Philadelphia High School Speed Boys and Speed Girls. I'm coming home. Thanks, Pamela Knighton, for giving me all the information, but I'm going to go home. But we're not doing it for that. We're doing it because we have a mighty work that we have to do with Just One Woman Circle and empowering women and then sending young women to college. And we cannot do it broke, busted, and disgusted and sick.
No.
We can't do it. So if we want to continue to provide scholarships for young women, can't be broke. We need some money.
Yes.
We can't be busted with our bodies, busted bodies, and we can't be disgusted. So we want to make sure that we have our bodies together. So we have a commitment with each other that we're going to keep each other encouraged and inspired to continue to do this. She's at the gym. I'm at the gym. And so we want to encourage you. This is the year of health. Get your health together. Don't wait until the doctor tells you, like they told me, Ms. Jackson, I'm sorry, but you have diabetes. I'm like, excuse me? Don't wait until you get a diagnosis before you do something. You can reverse type 2 diabetes if you have it. So you can go ahead and do that. And you can just work. And that's why it's important to be connected with us next Sunday at 6 p.m. Next Sunday at 6 p.m. I'm going to say it again. Be a part of the 2024 Total Reboot with Antoine Mills. Because he told you something. He said to you, and what did he say? If you can give him an hour a week?
Oh yeah, you can give yourself 2 hours a week. It's
for your body.
I was like, that doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean, you can do 30 minutes a day, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
4 days a week, 30. Give yourself. So Joyce was like, tell Antoine I took my resistant band to work and I went in the bathroom and I did some work, but that's good work, you know? And so I went and bought me some 10-pound weights so that whenever I'm not able to run off to the gym, I can at least do something at home. So I'm getting ready for Antoine's his Zoom total reboot with us because I want to learn more things that I can do at home. Well, Sissy, I love you so much. This has really been so great. And so this is Ms Joyce Sampson-Franklin. She is the founder of Just One Woman Circle. She's my girl. She's my friend. And I hope you guys have enjoyed speaking with her. Joyce, you have anything you want to say before we roll out of here today?
Take some time to visit the website and see what we're doing.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing, right? Amazing things. It's all coming from the heart. It's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. All right.
I did have this vision. I had this in my mind, a goal, right? So I thought, well, when I go to Texas or Florida or somewhere, and I can see people wearing the Just One t-shirt, right? And they go, oh, you're in the circle. Oh, you in the circle. Oh, you in the circle. So
That's right.
that's where we're going with this, that, we can see people that are joining the circle, and you can see people wearing their t-shirts and saying, you're in a circle. Let's see how we can connect, because that's our visual, right? Where we'll know that you're actually in the circle if you're wearing your t-shirt, and
Correct.
People can say, I'm connected and I'm joined as well.
That's why they need to go out and get that shirt then, so that they can be in the airport. Because I like to wear mine at the airport too, because I want people asking me, what's Just One? So I can say, oh, let me tell you.
Right.
Well, all right, Joyce, it's been so good to talk to you. I know I will talk to you later this evening, because that's what we do. We talk before we go to bed, and we encourage and motivate each other. And so it's been so good. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms Joyce Sampson-Franklin. Thank you, sissy. Love you to life.
We love you too.
All right. So, listen, we just met the girl that like I said, I fell in love with her because she has a big, big, beautiful heart. And so go out to justonewomancircle.com and support us and support young women, and then join us, because you know what? We work hard, but we love to play hard. Well, that's all the time that I have for today. Listen, remember, God loves you. I love you. But most importantly, learn to love yourself. Bye for now. You've been watching Speak Out Loud, the story behind the brand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. And until next week, don't forget to use your voice to speak out loud.